So I didn't quite finish the Bondo the other day. You can see I didn't sand it all down. I think I had to go pick the kids up from school. So today is, I don't know if I have any big goals, but today is just try to tidy up the Bondo. We'll use this thing, it's called a pin gauge, to make sure our shapes are symmetrical or close enough. Making these little squeegees because they're really useful for the Bondo work. Once I finish the Bondo work, I've got the next step on the boat is icing, which is like a finer Bondo. It's less porous and it fills in these like little micro holes to get it ready for the final gel coat. Got a few little cracks in the old plug that I've got to fix up. And then the big step is this guy, which this is the mold. I don't know what the right word is, but basically it's the shape of the channel of the cockpit, which to make the Jimmy rim, which Jimmy calls mine a Jolie rim for obvious reasons. But this, I'm redoing it a little bit because I dropped this down a little bit lower and then I dropped the back deck lower. So I've got to rebuild this mold to add about 1 inch to the bottom here and just, I don't know, 1/2 inch to just the front here. So that's gonna be a process that is gonna take a lot of kind of gooping and fixing. So that's what I'm into. So I think I've got her close. I can just, yeah. All right, I spent all day yesterday bondoing, so that's the second day bondoing. This is gonna be my third, and it just kind of gets slower and slower. Part of it's not knowing exactly what you want to do, and then also not knowing how to bondo. Last step I did yesterday was I finally realized I built up a little bead of Bondo along these seam lines, and then I let that set, sanded it down so I had kind of a smooth edge to fare to, and then mixed up a big batch so I could use a squeegee and start with this point, which I want even there, and go to that ridge, and then I get this nice smooth shape. I started sanding it a little bit before dark. My brother called, so I couldn't sand and talk on the phone at the same time. So here we are. I've got the other side of the boat. I think this is all pretty much done. And so there's a few little last scoop things, and then I'll show you the, pretty happy with this shape. I think it looks good. I'll check it with the pin gauge. Today's just kind of tinkering. It's slow work because you kind of just got to be careful with things and get it where it needs to be for the next step. Pretty good.